Hey, what's up? This is Matt from GoTherics. In this video, I'm going to be going into a bit of controversy with a Jefferson Curl. So, why is there controversy with the Jefferson Curl? Well, some people believe that you can injure your spine by allowing it to go into flexion under load. In other words, bending forward under load. And there's been some research that shows that this can be a position that can be detrimental to your spine over time. Now, what we generally know is that actually it's a bit more nuanced than that. What it is that if you are exposing your spine to this type of movement again and again with very little tension, with very little stability, then you are likely to cause some discogenic issues or other at the spinal level. However, if you are loading this strategically, starting at lower weights, moving yourself up little by time, allowing for progressive overload to come, and allowing your tissues to adapt over time, then you're probably going to be fine. If you're not swinging through this and being explosive with this movement, again, you're probably going to be in a good spot. But you need to know this movement can be appropriate for you when it's done correctly and when it's programmed for you correctly. If you're working with us, we have moved this in your program because we know that you need to work on engaging your spinal erectors, and your spine is already robust enough that we can go into a loaded flexion movement safely, and that it will help and benefit your back, your core strength, instead of detracting from it. So we believe this is a core key exercise that you need to be doing. We also don't believe that is the first way that we want to resolve back pain or any other issue. So a bit of a nuanced approach to it. So here's how it works though. So with the Jefferson Curl, the idea is that normally when we're doing some type of deadlift or some type of good morning, we're going to be keeping this back straight and then loading onto the hips. With the Jefferson, we now purposely want to load on the spine. So we want to keep the hips more or less in the same spot, and instead we want to allow the spine to collapse down, sending ourselves down as far as we can, and then rising through that spine, bringing it back up. Now, I have this box because it may be that, especially with the kettlebell, you may need to rise up a little bit because you may have a little bit more movement than necessarily just going to a flat surface. So we've risen up a little bit, and as I go, and allow for that stretch to really curve, drop down below, and then I'm going to pull up through the spine to bring myself to straight. Now, I actually really struggle with this because I have a lot of immobility in my lower lumbar. But what we want to do over time is kind of vertebra by vertebra, we want to guide ourselves down in that slow flexion, allowing the body to move, getting as much of a curve as we can in the body as we lengthen ourselves down and we bring it to here. It's great for lengthening out through the hamstrings, lengthening out the core, and learning that your spine is much stronger than you think it is, and that there's muscles there that we do want to work and we do want to strengthen over time. So that is a Jefferson Curl. We think it's going to benefit you, and that's why we have this video, and that's why we have this in your program. Thanks.